Today, we are going to be talking about 5 ways you can start reconnecting with your loved ones again. You can start hearing them again, feeling their energy, getting signs from them, all of these beautiful, magical things that can happen for you. Hi, if you've never seen me before, I'm Jerica. I'm a professional psychic medium and I'm a personal growth mentor. Connected with thousands of spirits, I've connected and helped so many people reconnect with themselves and understand themselves on a deeper level. And I'm so excited to go over this today. This is a huge thing I've noticed in my mediumship sessions is a lot of people unintentionally block their loved ones from coming in, or they don't always see the signs that their loved one is actually there. And so they get really discouraged and they go into this spiral and they start panicking even more because they're already grieving, they're already missing their loved one. And then they're telling themselves, they don't see me. They don't hear me. I don't see signs from them. I'm not experiencing them. I don't feel them. What's going on? This is terrible. And so I want to provide you with 5 ways that you can start reconnecting with your loved ones again so you don't have to experience this, okay? Of course, through a mediumship session is a wonderful way to reconnect with your loved one. I do provide private one-on-one sessions. If you're interested in that, it'll be in the description below. However, you are the most connected to your loved ones, okay? I can channel them, I can connect with them, I can feel their energy, and I can relay messages from them to you. However, you are the source. You being there is how I'm able to feel their energy and how I'm able to connect with them. So you have the strongest bond with them. I always say there's an energetic tie between you and your loved one. Imagine just like a leash. You and your loved one are connected like a leash, but it's a leash of energy, okay? And it's not a restraining leash. It's just a bond, and it's beautiful. It's a bond of love. Even if you didn't have the best relationship, you guys still have a bond of love, and your loved one still cares about you, okay? So without further ado, let's get into the 5 ways that you can start feeling your loved one right now and reconnecting with them. Let's do it. Number 1, take 10-15 minutes every single day, the morning time specifically, and sit with your loved one's belongings. If you don't have much of theirs, because some people don't have a lot of their belongings, just sit with the energy of them. I want you to feel their presence. I want you to remember their laugh, remember their smell, remember your favorite thing about them, remember their cooking, remember a date you went on, remember a vacation you went on together, whatever it is, remember that thing and hold that item if you have, or a few items if you want to. And the reason why I tell you to do this specifically in the morning is because you are more susceptible in the morning to experience your loved ones and hear them and feel them. Why? Because you're in a more vulnerable state. You're just waking up. Your body is just recalibrating, getting going. So you're in this space of relaxation, and they are a lot easier to receive. Their energy is a lot easier to receive in this state. So before you get started with your day, take 15 minutes to feel their item, sit with their item, feel their presence, close your eyes, and remember them. This could bring up a lot of emotions for you, so please take your time with this. But I want you to acknowledge and pay attention to what you experience while you're doing this, and please know that this is your loved one talking to you. They are right there, right beside you, no matter what. So number 1, sit with their items, sit with their energy, sit with something that reminds you of them first thing in the morning before you start your day. Number 2, eat their favorite meal. Eat their favorite meal. Now, if you and your loved one didn't have a favorite meal, or if you're not quite sure what their favorite meal is, eat the meal that reminds you of them. Maybe your mom was really Southern, so I don't know, you love collard greens because you think of your mom and you think of the South. Eat something that reminds you of them. Eat their favorite meal and eat it with intention. When you go to eat it, sit with them. Act as if they are right there with you. Act as if they're sitting right there. They're eating the meal and you can feel their presence. I promise you, they love sitting with you guys while you're eating your meals, especially their favorite meal. Because a really cool thing is your loved one's energy can run through you in that moment and they can experience that food with you. So a lot of loved ones during sessions say, hey, go get me some Culvers, go get me some spaghetti. They say all these meals because they miss them. So when you're eating them, they get a sense of it. They get a taste of it. So number 2, go eat their favorite meal or something that reminds you of them. Number 3, don't shy away from the fact they have actually passed. Allow yourself to process their loss. I know a part of grief is denial, but it's okay for you to acknowledge that they have passed. Even if you feel that they would be ashamed of their passing, or you feel other people's are ashamed of their passing, or something along these lines, you may feel a lot of heaviness, or you may feel some shame around their passing. I want you to allow yourself to feel that for a little bit. I know it's really uncomfortable. And again, all of these exercises are probably going to bring up a lot of emotions, which is very, very normal, but let yourself process it. It's probably going to feel overwhelming for you to allow yourself to truly acknowledge their passing. But when you do so, you break through energetic barriers that block you from experiencing their energy in the first place. Think about it. If you are saying, my loved one has not passed, my loved one has not passed, you're putting walls all up around you. If you're not allowing yourself to fully see that they have passed and be able to experience it in a more beautiful, light way. I'm not saying it's easy to lose somebody. I'm not saying you should step away from what you're actually feeling and from your grief. I promise you that. However, when you allow yourself to say, yeah, I know that they have passed. I know that they're in a better place. I know that they're safe. When you start to tell yourself these things and you start to really, really embrace it and say, they are here with me. I feel them. You will really start to feel them a lot more, and your energetic blocks will go away, okay? So acknowledge their passing. Step number 3, acknowledge their passing. But when you're acknowledging their passing, allow yourself to know that they are okay and they're in a safe space and they are not mad at you. Number 4, allow yourself to forgive. Part of the reason why we don't feel our loved ones, or we don't hear them, or we're not experiencing them after they have passed is because we go into defense mode. We go into protective mode. We go into this space where we are struggling with something that our mind, our body, our humanness cannot fully understand and comprehend. And so we put up these energetic blocks and these energetic walls to protect ourselves and keep ourselves what we deem as safe. Again, this kind of goes back to number 3 with denying that they have passed or not fully acknowledging their passing. When you really step into this space of I forgive myself and I forgive them, you allow instant relief. You can actually breathe and you immediately knock down those walls, which in turn will open up space for your loved one to connect with you, which in turn will open up your heart center so you can connect with them and you can feel them more. It's okay to forgive. It's okay to forgive yourself. It's okay to forgive them. Of course, do this on your own time. I don't know exactly what you've gone through with your loved one. This is never anything to feel pressured or for you to feel bad, okay? Your experience is your experience. But I want you to remember that if you have had a very, very hard time with your loved one's passing, which most people do, I want you to know that you don't have to be stuck there, okay? You can experience more and you can feel them and you can experience them on a different level and in a different space now. And that's the point of this video. So number 4, start to forgive. Forgive yourself and forgive them and allow yourself to fully let go of what is blocking you from feeling that forgiveness. You got this. And number 5, allow yourself to see signs. A lot of people get so caught up on signs. A lot of people think, well, my loved one told me that when they pass, they will send me Tootsie Rolls, and that's going to be our sign. I haven't been seeing any Tootsie Rolls. But maybe you've been seeing feathers, or maybe you've been seeing their name, or maybe you've been smelling them, or maybe they've been popping up in your dreams, and you're having all these other experiences happen, and you're like, yeah, but where's the Tootsie Rolls? They must not be around. I promise you there's other ways for your loved one to connect with you and send you signs other than what they may have told you before they pass. I'm not saying they won't send you Tootsie Rolls. I'm just saying look at the other options as well. And if you feel like, okay, yeah, and I'm keeping myself open, I'm still not seeing signs. Please remember, you guys, signs are not necessarily always physical objects, okay? Signs are also in little intuitive hits. Maybe you feel like you need to go down a specific road, and when you go down that specific road, maybe you see the clouds moving in a specific direction that reminds you of your mom. And a part of you may dismiss that and throw that off and be like, not a big deal. That's a sign. All of these things are signs. Your loved one is communicating with you all the freaking time. So number 5, allow yourself to start to see signs more. And if anything, start to take everything as a sign and say, yeah, you know what? That's a sign. And watch what unfolds. Watch how much more you see, okay? Number 5, start to see the signs. So let's go back over them one more time, just to get a little recap. So number 1, start in the morning by sitting with them. 10, 15 minutes, 5 minutes if that's all you can do. Take your time with each one of these. Like I said, they can bring up a lot of emotions. You're going to feel your loved one and it's going to feel overwhelming, and that's okay. Process it as you need. Number two, eat their favorite meal or something that reminds you of them. Okay, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It could be a Reese's cup, it could be a whole 10-course meal, it could be whatever it is that comes to mind for you. Sit with them for a few minutes and eat this and think about them while you're doing it. Number three, allow yourself to truly acknowledge that they have passed. But just because they have passed does not mean they've disappeared. There is a distinct difference. These are super, super important. They are with you, and I promise they are. Number four, start to forgive. Forgive yourself, forgive them for whatever it is that needs to be given for. This will set you free from so much, and it will allow you to finally breathe and move on with your life. And number five, start to see everything as signs, okay? Everything. Pay attention to intuitive hits. Pay attention to little nudges. Pay attention to what you feel drawn to and what doesn't feel right for you anymore. Yes, your intuition is speaking to you in these moments, but also so are your loved ones. So pay attention to these things. And if you really pay attention, there's kind of a similar theme through all five of these, right? The theme is doing what you can to open up your energetic space, to open up yourself and take down your walls so you can actually feel your loved ones, because they are right there. But we are so stubborn as humans, and we just got to protect ourselves all the time that we put up these walls unintentionally. So I hope this helps you. Let me know below which one was your favorite and which one is the most helpful for you. If you're interested in a private one-on-one session or even a group session up to 6 people, go ahead and check out my link in the description below. I cannot wait to see you there in the session. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time.